Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys don't know who I am spiritual coach, life coach Coco, just someone that just wants to help you out in this thing called life. I've been away for a while. I've been learning. I've been hanging around new people. I've been event planning. And at the end of the day, you guys, like, make sure you're good at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to try to pull you in all different type of directions. They're going to tell you their opinion about what they feel. Most people don't have your best intentions because they don't have the same experience as you do. Okay? So I'm going to be doing a reading today. I don't know how much space I have on my phone, but I'm just going to let spirit guide me, and hopefully we can get some good messages. So let's go ahead and close our eyes and take 3 deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last inhale. Deep, deep, deep. Exhale. Heavenly Mother, ancestors, spirit guides, protective angels, higher self, lower self, and Father God, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you from everything you do, from the abundance, substance, and prosperity that you give on an everyday basis. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective as far as what messages that you'd like them to know. If you can let the messages be clear and use me as a vessel to relay these messages to the people who need it, I appreciate everything you do. And if you're not called in this reading, you are not welcome. Amen. They told me to cut the deck. And then the numbers 4, 9, 5, 2, 7. If that's significant to anybody, let's see what messages are on the board. What messages do you have today for us, Spirit? 9 of Cups. If you guys, I think a lot of you have just like been grateful for where you're at right now. A lot of us, right? We've been hearing about horrible things happening in other countries. We've been hearing about how we're getting our rights taken away. Things are being changed. Things are being more expensive. People aren't able to like feed their families. And so we're really having to rely on the communities around us to really just get things done. And I feel a lot of you right now, you're very grateful of how far you came. So you're just like, you know what? This could be like the last hurrah of like having, you know, like my own place or my own car, or not, you know, not having to rely on anybody. And you're just like, you're just grateful for it because you worked really hard to get to where you came. And you just hope that there's better in the future for you. So that's a really wonderful energy to be in. What other messages can you tell us today? Please flip the cards over. Thank you. And the Sun card did come out when I was pre-shuffling. I have the Sun card and the Justice card. So it does look like there is going to be some justice on your side as far as how hard you've been working. And there is going to be, I'm getting there's going to be some enlightenment. So if you guys have been working on a craft, you've been trying to get it off the ground, there's going to be some type of recognition that's going to like put you in a spotlight where that's going to be undeniable for other people to recognize that like, you're good at what you do, or you've been doing this for a long time, like you're well seasoned and you know, like, you know how to put things together. And I think that it's gonna give some type of restorative balance to your emotions and kind of like your ego, because a part of you have been very humble. A lot of you have probably been very humble, and it's okay to be humble, but also with being humble, like, you have to eat a lot of shit that people like give to you, and you just have to turn the other cheek, and you just have to, you know, it's kind of like you don't really sorry, here we go. You don't really understand and correlate with these people. So when they say something negative or they're trying to throw shots at you, it's kind of like you don't really catch it because you don't really look at them in that type of light, you know. I'm also getting that you guys could be feeling like you're not connecting with a lot of people. It's like it's really hard to be in groups and to like have friendships stick. I'm guessing that's because you're the Queen of Pentacles. Like the people around you, sorry, were leeches, and they didn't have confidence in themselves, and they didn't know how to like boast you up and like, you know, rise you up and make you feel good about yourself and give you compliments that were genuine. And I think these people are starting to realize that, like, oh, I didn't really offer like that much, or, you know, I put myself in a position around somebody who gave me a lot of opportunities, and now that you're not around, they don't receive any opportunities. It's just their regular life. So you're someone that's very abundant, and you put that you put extra love and care and compassion into other people, and it brings luck into their life, because like they're fortunate someone cares about them. I have to be honest. Okay, you guys, I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna drink some water. Lately, okay, I know what it is. Let's see what other messages we have. Is there any other messages? Can I have 9? Can I have a 9 spread today? Usually, when I first started, I would do like where you're at. I would do like past, present, future, and it would be like where you at in the past, where you at. Yeah, I would do past. So I was like, where you at in the past, where you at right now, and where you at. We're gonna be in the future. So I would confirm with people like, this is where the decisions you were making. This is where you're at right now, and this is what's gonna happen. And I think people really like that, but it also freaked them out too. Don't get a tarot card reading if you're not like about this life. Okay, I pulled out the 7 of Cups, which is like, I just talked about opportunities, you guys. There's gonna be some opportunities that like, it looks like there's gonna be, these look crazy like opportunities, but it's like when you work in the magical world and you work in the spiritual world, some of the things that you might find, like, you know, when you watch Harry Potter and Hagrid's like, I have a dragon, and everybody's like, why the fuck do you have a dragon? Like, and then Hagrid's like, this, I fuck with this nigga. Like, look, like, you guys can feed him, you could pet him, like, you know, it's a dragon. And then everybody, you know, changed their perspective on dragons. So when you fuck with the spiritual shit, and you know, like duality, and you know polarity, and you understand correspondence and like all that extra stuff, you really start to understand like some of the things that we see might be a blessing to you, but other people wouldn't understand it's a blessing. And it's like choosing, like, someone's like, would you choose a lifetime of shopping at like the grocery store or any department store for the rest of your life, or $1 million right now? And people would be like, I would choose the $1 million right now, invest it, flip it. People, okay. And then you're the type of person that would choose the department store and the groceries for life. And people are like, why would you choose that when you could just have the money like right now and you can spend it on whatever you want? It's not just groceries and like department store stuff, but it benefits you, and you see the longevity in that, and you know that you could go to the store and go sell some shit to some people for, you know, the price or whatever it is. So I think that how you think is different, and other people aren't really going to understand what you find valuable, and it could be hard for people to get to know you, because the things that you find valuable aren't the same things that most people find valuable, and that's completely fine. I just think it's up to people to really understand that, like, everyone's different, and just because we all live in the same life and we're in the same circles doesn't mean we value the same things, right? Okay, what other messages do we have today? It seems like there's going to be some like truth that's coming out. I would like to expand on the truth, please. You might have to, I'm just going to be honest and say what I said at first, or thought at first. You might have to like kind of like break someone's heart, or like let someone down easy. There's some like truth here, because when I see the Queen of Cups, it's almost like you also might have like a hard truth. You might have a hard time like accepting like a hard truth about yourself right now. Can I have more details on that, please? Okay. Some of you, I'm getting check your mail. Transfer mail office post. That doesn't make sense, Spirit. Transfer mail to the mail post office. Transfer your mail to the post office? What does that mean? They're like, just check your damn mail and then just go to the post office after. That's what they're telling me. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, but let's explain more on what this heart truth is going to be, because I don't think that message is very specific and not for everyone. Remember I said you might have to tell someone like a hard truth. You know, someone might actually be like wanting to really be with you, but like they don't know how to be with you. Like some people try to tell me like it's scary being with you. I'm a person, and if you don't have enough confidence to like, you know, I don't know. I grew up in a very chaotic family, and we grew up in close quarters, and we were like the only black family like sometimes like on the block. So, ooh, I think you're going to be able to give the truth to set someone free. You're going to be able to set someone free with the truth that you give. Because this person still wanted to come in and like play games and things like that. And it's almost like you end this I don't know, game, battle, like manipulation. Like you move forward with knowing like this person's going to be a trickster, and they're always going to be a trickster. This person doesn't want to invest in people, and they're never going to invest in people. You're starting to understand that the habits aren't habitual. You understand that the habits, I mean, they probably are habitual, right? But on a deeper level, I feel like the habits aren't habitual. The habits are chosen, because if you want better in your life, you're going to choose better. But when people give you feedback, you're not going to, if you care about people, you're not going to ignore the feedback that they give you. And you know, it's like there's some type of, sorry you guys, I'm getting some envision of like someone's being brainwashed like as they were younger, and now they're getting older. Well, now that they're older, they've been brainwashed to think something about like how they grew up, like they were brainwashed because they were around people who didn't have any like emotional intelligence, but they didn't have the emotional bandwidth. So like their emotions were like angry, happy, angry, happy, angry, happy, sad, angry, happy, sad. That is a small a range of emotions for a kid to endure with a parent, with a guardian, with a brother, a sister. If all these people around you only have limited emotions and they can't explain or their range of emotions, it limits you to also having that type of mentality. And so when you go out into the world, it's almost like a dog seeing like colors for the first time. They only saw, I don't even know what color dogs see. Sorry, y'all. I'm misinformed on dogs. But yeah, it's like going out and being like, oh my God, I only see blue or I only see red. And then you go and you just, you know, you turn it off and you're like, oh my God, I can see like all these colors. So it's really one of those things where this person, when they come around you, they get these epiphanies that other people have never explained before. And how grateful should they be that it's coming from somebody like you, the divine. So I appreciate you guys for, you know, being gentle with yourselves enough to know that people aren't always going to understand you, but you're going to have to explain yourself clearly no matter what. For real. I'd be like impeccable with my word. No, I'm going to make sure that you understand. I'm going to say this in the most simplest, efficient way as possible. And it's something simple that really complex, and I have to make it short for you to understand. Some people just can't understand complex things. Like it wraps around their head. They're like, well, you said this and you said this and you said this, and those are all contradicting to each other. They're not able to like piece certain situations like outside of like one narrative, and it sucks. But like, yeah, I'm sorry, some people just can't, and that's it. What's next? What else do you have to say? Queen of Wands. You guys are like really feeling like your craft right now, but I'm also getting, because I feel like this too. You could be feeling like you have no other choice but to work on your craft. Like there's nothing else going on in the world except for like you working on the shit that you're working on, and like that's it. And I'm sad that it's kind of like that. But I do want you to know that it is going to pay off, you know? Like, you're not a queen for no reason. Also, I don't like when people always call me queen. Like, bitch, you don't even know what I did today. I could have slapped somebody before I came over here. People are like, yeah, you deserve it. But I guess, you know, if you got people who like you, you got people who love you. Let's see, I did get my last 2 cards. 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. You still feel like work isn't going anywhere though. You still feel like, God damn, like I'm exhausted. Like every day I'm working on it, you're working on it. And then they are telling me at the bottom of the deck there is some type of like hope and fantasy that you see at the end of the tunnel with the 4 of Wands and also like the 10 of Pentacles. But like there needs to be some type of, there's some judgment that needs to happen from you. Well, the universe is gonna like, oh my God, it's just like, it's another test that's happening. You know what I'm saying? It's really like, are you able to like keep your word and say what you're gonna do and like all these extra things? Because when we actually give you these things and you fuck it up, like it's literally on you. You can't come back to us and say like, oh my God, like can you help me, or like this happened, or X, Y, and Z. So they just want to really make sure that when you make decisions and you ask them for stuff and you put yourself in situations where you're working this hard, because I'm telling you right now, some of you guys are working so hard. Like you've already been working hard. And let me put it this way, because some people will be like, I mean, are they working that hard? They're not working 24/7. Sometimes that's not what it is. Sometimes people are working spiritually, and that's when you go to sleep. Some people are working in this world and they use a lot of their brain, and our brain is also a muscle and it needs to rest as well. So you can't be working 24/7 and working your brain 24/7 and just keep, hustle culture. No, we don't hustle core over here. That's not what we're doing. We're also not relaxing core over here either. It's kind of like, which activity would you like today, core? You know what I'm saying? Like free autonomy, freedom core. Freedom core! That sounds like an organization that started off helping people and then they ended up, it turned into like a concentration camp or some type of like research camp or something. Freedom Corps, that's scary. It's like they fucking love liberty, but they're also like the federal government, and they like love helping people, and they don't let people know that they help people because it's the federal government. But like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like a psyop deal. But like, anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm getting for you guys today. I think you guys should be working hard, but I also think you shouldn't be breaking your back. Listen to your body. I was telling you in the beginning, it's all about taking care of yourself this time around, because no one's going to do it for you. No one's going to schedule the appointments for you to go like have a massage eventually, one day. But it's just like, they're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart. They're doing it because it's probably their job for you, So let's see what advice that we have, and then I'm out of here, baby. I'm out of here, baby. Living in California, I like the accents. And I think people think that I'm fake because I change my accent sometimes. No, you just get in the environments that you're around, for one. And then if you go back to my other videos when I was like 16, go listen to how I sounded in those videos. Some videos I sound a little more, yeah, but look at, okay, anyway. Advice, your 10 of Pentacles is on the way. You don't want love, but love's gonna find you. Sorry. They're almost like, you ruined it. No, let them know what's going on. Like some people, man, like myself, it doesn't matter if I want it or not. It's going to happen anyway, ain't it? Right. Okay. And some people are like, no, shut up. You don't know. All right. I'm sorry, you guys. And that was for the people. I've been so unhinged lately. I've been feeling like time has been like it's everywhere. It's not linear, it's not parallel. And people are like, obviously it's not linear and parallel, but it's like, no, it's like, if you understand the cycle of it and the things that are happening, it just seems like it's going backwards for something. It feels like as we're walking forward, we're really not walking forward, we're walking like backward. And I can't explain it. Any other advice? This is like my favorite deck, and the edges are getting very crazy. It's going to be a tower moment. Tell me about this tower moment. There's going to be a message. Remember I was telling you have to get someone like a hard truth? Ooh, there's going to be a message from a King of Pentacles. And you might have to let them down easy, because you guys, I'm getting that you and this person like saw each other in a group, and this person's like, I think that they want me, and you're like, no, I don't. I'm just like a nice girl. Yeah, they think that like you're very intuitive. They think that they can have like a future with you. I think that you guys should probably look out in your messages, because it kind of seems like it's an old relationship or someone that you used to talk to that you're just kind of like, why would you think that I'm interested in you still? I don't know why that's important, but hey, just give me the information. I love you guys. If you like messages like this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can book a personal reading with me down below on my Instagram. Go ahead and DM me. And yeah, I hope to talk to you later. I'll see you next time. Bye.